Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Friday evening, it's the MaX5 Season 6, Round 3 from Red Bull Ring. The old A1 ring, but Red Bull Ring now. And yeah, I thought we were going to be light on numbers, and bow, man. This is one of the busiest nights we've had so far. Cracking stuff. So, what is the MaX5? So let me have a look and see what information I can see. The MaX5 is VRC's first league that features the Mazda Roadster touring car. Drivers compete for points in order to climb the league that that's when we had an idea that leagues were going to be in. So it's just the it's the Mazda Roadster touring car. They put the weight down to minimum and they put the power up to max. It's a 6-week championship. And this rotation 2, we've had Goodwood, Laguna Seca, and now we're at the Red Bull Ring. Ooh, will it be Circuit des Sequoia B next, Kyoto Miyabi, and then Autopolis short. There's no much more information to tell thee. There's two races, the sprint race and the feature race. In the sprint race, they they run on racing mediums. And in the feature race, at some point, they must use the racing hard compound. So, that's all the stuff you need to know, really, about the championship. I'll take you through to the table so far. 2 rounds in. Well, I can tell you the driver's brief. And there's a little warning about parameters, because we know in turn 1, you can go out wide there and get a better drive. Oh, why is Shiren coming in and going? When I first joined, he was there. I could see him going round. I was really pleased because I don't think we saw Shiren last week. Well, we did. We saw him in the air, didn't we? I'm seeing everyone so far. It's looking okay. I can't see Pat. I've seen Pat's name popping up, but I can't. Oh, yeah, there he is. 7th. There you go. So far I can see everyone. It seems Shiren is popping in and popping out. Maybe he's having troubles. I saw him when I first came in. But yeah, there's a little warning about track limits, because obviously you can gain an advantage through the last corner if you go out wide, and you can gain an advantage in turn 1 going out wide down the straight. The sprint race is going to be at the Red Bull Ring. It's a 15-minute race. The lap length is 2.683 miles. It's 10 turns, and the first race will be set at the time of day 7:45 in the morning. Fine. Using the racing medium tyres only. The standing start from a brief qualifying that we'll do before the sprint race. The feature race is still at the Red Bull Ring for 30 minutes, and obviously they will have to use the racing hard. And the time of day for that race will be 1:15 in the afternoon, set to sunny. And all there's left then is the table, I guess. Let's have a look at this table. It's been a cracking little 2 rounds we've had so far. Talleyrand's been up there. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, and I've got to say, I think I called something wrong last week, and I'm a big enough man to admit it. When Tiger and Talleyrand were going into a corner together, and Tiger went over the sausage curb and bumped Talleyrand, and Talleyrand had an off, and I said Tiger probably should have redressed. Well, stewards checked it out, and it was Talleyrand that pushed Tiger onto the curb, so it was Talleyrand's fault, really. He got what he deserved. No, it's a racing incident. It was one of those things. So I was wrong. This is why I don't call out stewards' decisions during the stream, because I'm always wrong. Anyway, at the top of your... Oh, yeah, hang on. I've got to read this table. It's a tricky one. At the top of the table is Talleyrand on 70 points. Second is a Racer Brown on 59. Then Homesick Alien is third on 50. Then Shiren fourth is on 47. Tiger is fifth on 46. Oh God, hang on, sorry. Cinemod is below Tiger on 35. Skyjacker is 7th on 35. Alexis Maximus is 8th on 33. Cymex is 9th on 27. Pat is 10th on 25. Kale is 11th on 24 points. Katula is 12th on 24 points. Mika G is 12th on 22 points. And Ragnar, Jokers, I saw Jokers was in the room. I don't know if he's in. Talaran's asking if we're ready. It's an awkward table. If you're in Discord, you'll see why I struggle. I read it off my phone, and the points are at the other end of the table. So if I slide across, if I zoom in so I can see with my old eyes, and then I zoom across, I lose where the points are. But I keep meaning to write it down beforehand, but I don't remember until I open up the table, and then I think, oh yes, I forgot. So that's all the information. We're just looking forward to a cracking little race around here at the Red Bull Ring. We were here on Thursday, I believe. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at the WRXs. It was a bit wet, but we had a cracking time. Cracking couple of races. If you have the time to go back and look, it's well worth a look-see. Katula, Homesick Alien, big players in them races yesterday. Kale in his renown, Mazda, Alexis and Maximus, the other Red Bull, Katula, the Spanish Armada. You see, two Red Bulls out there. Skyjacker in his monster Mazda. Jokas, there he is. It's our first sightings at round 3. We only dropped one round in this one, so he's going to be on the back foot in the championship. But it's a cracking looking car there, Jokas. Oh, very nice. Yes, I like it. So Joker's here to see what he can do. Pat in 8th in his charity Mazda with Amika. 9th fastest so far. Homesick Alien just coming across her on track there in the VRC liveried Mazda. He's partnered up with Talaran, and we saw some beautiful shots from the last round of those two racing each other. Looking very striking at the front there. We're only minutes away from kick-off, and we'll get qualifying underway as soon as the ref blows his whistle. And we'll get it on. I don't think chat's on this. No, there's no live chat on. That looks like that's been turned off. So if you want to talk to me, do it through Discord, I guess. If you're on Discord, that's weird, isn't it? Low live chat. So bizarre. I've got no one to talk to. What if I push on it? No? Don't know. Must be just sort of turned off for some reason. Well, there you go. I don't know. I don't get involved. It's not my YouTube. It's their YouTube. I just broadcast through it. Send your complaints to admin VRC. Say I cannot talk to your commentator. It doesn't matter. Katula then 4th fastest. See admin chat. Oh no, what have I done? Bugger. It's probably me. I'm waffling, filling up the gap. Just had to. Oh, what's all this rubbish? What is made for kids content? Oh right, it's something to do with made for kids, is it? I don't know, see, I don't know any of the settings of YouTube's Mr. Skyjacker. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Made for changes, better protect children. See, this is something YouTube should have done a long time ago. I'm in danger of melting their minds. They are the primary audience. So yeah, I think we don't have chat anymore because of the kiddies. And there you go. That's just the way it was. That's just the way it is, and that's the way it goes. I mean, YouTube's gone downhill, hasn't it? You have to watch like half-hour adverts nowadays. Talaran has started qualifying, and YouTube changed in front of our very eyes. How weird. You can't talk to me anymore. So qualifying has started. And there they go. I think that was Skyjacker. Oh no, we're exiting. Something wasn't right. Something has not gone well. because we're being asked to exit as they enter, as they exit the pits. Maybe there's been a pit glitch. I can't see really. No one's moving anywhere. A couple got out. I can't see a pit glitch. Maybe it's a setting error. Possibly. Not many people have exited though, have they? Maybe we were late. I still haven't seen Sharon. He kept popping in and out. Oh dear. There's definitely something awry because I'm pressing buttons and not moving around. Just stuck on Mr. Cthulhu and that's it. Everyone's gone. I think we're alone now. There's no chat and no one in the pits. I think we're alone now. Did the end of the world just happen and I wasn't sure? No one sent me the email. There we go. So qualifying has been cancelled. Maybe there's been a goal already. That sounds like an own goal. Oh, the fuel depletion, I believe, was not correct. Possibly. That might be it. Sherlock, you might be onto something there. And now we're entering back into the fray to get the qualifying for the sprint race here. Round 3 of the MaX5 Season 6. What a corker. What a cracker it's been. In just 2 rounds. I mean, I had a nightmare last week. You may know, well, you may have watched, you may not have watched, who knows. But yes, I had to cut the broadcast in the middle and redo it again because everything was going wrong for me. Sharen's left the room again. So Sharen and me, this seems that was where my issues were last week. Trying to see Sharen and me leaving and coming back in didn't help things, so I'm not doing it this week. Although last week I just lost all the cars, didn't I? That's why I quit out and quit back in again. But I reset the PlayStation just beforehand, so everything should be super at my end. My end is looking a crack-a-lacking. We'll look into the YouTube chat thing, and it seems to have just happened. They're saying try YouTube Kids, so why don't they just make YouTube Adults and YouTube Children? And we can all just segregate happily ever after. So I'm seeing 11, 12, 13 on the track. Still no Sharen though, unfortunately. He possibly could be out there, but I am not seeing him, I'm afraid. Which is a real shame. I don't know why it's doing that. We're going into a quali now for 12 minutes on the racing medium tyres. Let's hope everyone gets out safely. I want to get on board with the Mr. Jacker so we can enjoy a lap. I'm going to even sit, I think that's where he sits, so we'll be seeing what he sees. He's out there warming his tyres up a little bit, giving it a little swing. Swing! Nice steady lap, no pressure, and we're exiting again. And there we go, a beautiful spin there, a real 360. Oh, we're going up. 720 was that? Oh, I'm not counting the degrees on that one, but that was beautiful little spin there, a lovely pirouette. And I don't know what's happened, but we're exiting again. We're really having technical issues here. I don't know why. I should open Discord, maybe it'll then I'll know. Let's have a look. Nothing in Discord, so don't know. But we're sat on a Cinemod. Yeah, well, if I exit. Ooh, 2 secs by the guestee. There we go. I've exited now. Check your connection. Alexis Maximus is telling Sharen. I don't know. See, I saw Sharen in the beginning. Sharen, everything was fine in the beginning. Maybe I should exit and enter. Whoa, why not? Oh, I don't know, because it's not letting me do anything at the moment. Are they still? Of course, Cinema's still in there. Well, what the hell? I'll give it a go. Because how hard can it? What harm can it do if I leave and come back in again? It might shuffle something. Who knows? Let's have a look. It gives me something to do and talk about while we're here. There, it says 13 people in the room. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the mother burn. Burn, baby. Burn. So we're heading back into the lobby. The lobby of Mischief. We're having some issues. Guesty and Alexis and Maximus not entered yet. Everyone else looks to be entered. And I cannot see a Shiren on the list. So, looks like me and Shiren still having some sort of issues. And Talleyrand is asking those to enter who have not entered yet, which is Guesty. And I will jump into spectate. Oh, I've got to sort my settings out again now. Oh no, they're all there. It's alright. So let's sit on board with Mr. Kale as he makes his way around here. Red Bull Ring, turn 3. That is the one we've just gone through. It's so weird without chat. I don't know what you're thinking. I'm getting worried. Tough corner, that one. He's just gone through this one. You can carry quite a bit of speed in there, as you can see, in 4th gear all the way through. Beautiful stuff. Banging it up into 5th as he comes out of the corner in a straight line. We're heading down to the final 2 corners, late onto the brakes, deeper onto the apex, sliding the car through, losing the track, coming back, hitting the apex of that final corner, down into 3rd gear to get back on the straight. You can see how hard it is to stay on track in these corners. Oh my god, I thought it just said chat in the top corner there, but I have no chat. I can't have chat. I've just got videos on the side where I usually have chat things. There is no chat. So I'll close the thing down and have another look. Ooh, it's got a nice fancy border already. That's quick. Oh, I've got chat back. Hey up. Hi, Jill's in the chat saying hi thingy, how are you? I'm alright now, I've got chat. Hello. Hey. How awesome. There you go. I thought it was some sort of weird YouTube setting that had just happened, but there you go. All up and running. I somehow think Mr. Talleyrand had a little doodle in the background and got it sorted. He put a call in to the tube. Said, what gives, eh? What gives? What's the crack, boys? What is the crack? So here we are. We're not quite ready for round 3 of season 6 of the MaX5s. There's like some sort of secret code in there. 365. Skyjacker saying we're here, and Pat saying hey ho, chat is back. Yes. You can't stop the signal, that's the problem. So Kale, is he the fastest man out there, or is he just out there? Everyone's on an outlap, so I don't think we can see a fastest man. Waiting for qualifying to start. We're some 8 minutes behind. And I know Mr. Talleyrand likes efficiency, so this will be driving him up the wall. I do believe it's down to issues with Shiren and us not being able to see him or anyone. But when I first came into the room, honestly, I did a check and I saw Shiren driving around. I was quite relieved. I thought, hey, there's the Team 13 car. It's great to see it. But since then, I've seen him going in and out the room like a jack in the box, but I've not seen him on track since. Ozone, he's there in the Shiren here. Hello, Ozone, Shiren. And Skyjack saying a good math. Yeah, like what I was saying, Shiren, when I first entered, I saw you driving around, and then I saw you leave, and I haven't seen you since. Well, I've seen you popping in and out, but I've not seen you on track. How long are we waiting? Mika, impatient, wants to get on with it. Fellow racer, struggling for connection. You would believe, you'd think, she'd feel a little bit of empathy out there, you know. Internet connections is no joke. We take it seriously here at the Virtual Racers Club. I think Shiren went out to buy new PS4, says Talleyrand. He's just restarting, guys. He's in the chat here saying he's starting his PS again. He'll be there. Takes a while. So Guesty is our fastest man on track with a 38.922. Catula a 39.129. Homesick Alien posting a 39.2 that time round, but a 39.1. His first flying lap. Racer Brown's just posted a nice one in there, 38.5. And there is Shiren. Please let it work. Let's all pray to the internet gods that Shiren reveals himself. The Russian sensation is not in on the track yet. Ah, Shiren. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's frustrating, I know. Man just wants to race, and the internet just won't let him. Ooh, 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 ooh. Number 11. No, no, where? Oh, he started, qualified, 14th, there, team 13, he's moving, he's not bouncing around the pits, he's not flying up in the air, and there we see, god damn it, Janet, Shiren is in. I have entered, says Ozone in the chat. There we go, so, let's hopefully, everything will go swimmingly now. Check everyone's lit in the pits. We've got a lovely sized grid this evening as well, and we thought no one would be interested because there's something else happening. Puh. Puh. So, who's going to be the winner today? Oh no, Pat's ruined it with a pit glitch, has he? Has Pat ruined it with a pit glitch after all of that? Pat. Oh, Shiren. No, it's Shiren. Oh, it's blooming Shiren. Then everyone's got to exit. Ooh. We will get a lap done sooner or later, I promise you. We're just having some technical difficulties. I believe Shiren's internet. Well, it's not his internet, it's just, I don't know. It's the NAT number of the provider of the net. With the swirly thing that goes up in the air along the tentacles, out through the air lobby, through the flooba-doob, down the big fingerling into your computer, you see. Oh, Shiren saying go quali without him, put him at the back. Yeah, I'll exit that. I thought he was going to exit for me because I'm lazy, but it didn't, so I thought as soon as everyone left, it put me out. Out, Ski! Get out! So we are 13 minutes in. We'd be finished qualifying just about now. Qualifying has been cancelled. We're setting it all up again. Ready to rock and roll all night long. I'm still a bit bunged up, but I am feeling a bit better. Thanks for asking. Nothing in the Discord. And I think this is going to be the last and final chance to go quali. Whilst we're all going to be turning the telly on and see if there's something else on. Is there anything on tonight? Oh, there's going to be a cold wind blowing in the Highlands. Hey, everyone's entering, so let me get to the track. Let's get back to business. Anybody, can I get a witness? There you go. There you go. And away we go, says Talleyrand. This is the one. Third time lucky. Pat says I sounding less sick. I am. A little bit. Ooh, practice start. Hang on. Homesick, having a practice. Accelerator about 3/4 on. Handbrake on. Dropped the handbrake. It's very nice. Very bad. Very good. I'm trying to read what Shiren's saying. I'm not getting what he's saying. I'm back to 7:45. I may help. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Shiren is pit glitched. He's pit glitched. It's all gone Pete Tong in the Shiren camp. Skyjacker again, that's 3 times in a row. Skyjacker managing to get out first. The man is a demon on his buttons. He gets on it, he messes around none whatsoever. He's on a real streak at the moment in the WRX challenge. The man is on fire, as is Guesty as well in the Clio Cups. Shren in the Clio Cup also. So we've got some guys out there really burning up some of these wins at the moment. And Skyjacker Car 99 has been looking very tasty in his recent racing. One to watch out for, Talleyrand. Shren's having pit issues. It might be that he has to go. He's going to wait in the pits. It's probably the best thing to do. So Talleyrand, yeah, he's been on fire in this championship. I said he's in championship lead, isn't he? For sure, I'm pretty sure he is the championship leader at this point. After 2 rounds, let me double check a lap for you. Yeah, he is, because he's on 90 points, isn't he? Like, Racer Brown is the second person in the championship, and then Homesick Alien, and then Shren in 4th place. So, as they make a way around on the outlap here at the Red Bull Ring for round 3 of the MaX5 season 6. We've taken a while to get here, but we're finally here as Skyjacker leads them around to start his first flying lap of the evening, and here they go. We're getting competitive. Talleyrand next on the track to start his flying lap, then Homesick Alien maybe staying close enough to Talleyrand for a tow. Kale in the renown Mazda ahead of Cthulhu in his Red Bull. Jokers first around with us here for season 6. Alexis Maximus is the next on the road in the Red Bull. Pat in is it a cancer charity? I believe it is. Very nice anyway. Racer Brown in the Bilstein livery car. Mika, she's too fast, I can't see the sponsor on that one. Guesty in 11th. Well, he's not in 11th. Oh dear. No chatting, Shren. You're not allowed to talk while they're concentrating on their laps, bud. I know you might be a bit bored, sat in the pits, but these guys, they're on their fast laps now. They are concentrated. Come and chat with me in the YouTube. I tell you, Morty, I need some death eggs. But yeah, come and chat with me if you're bored, Mr. Shren. But don't do it in the in-game chat. They're concentrating. So there is Skyjacker, looking very tidy over the curbs, coming around to the final part of the track. Cutting in lovely there, staying within track limits just about. It's just difficult to keep these little miters on the road as he heads around up the straight to set the first time of the evening, and it's a 38.6. Is Talleyrand going to upfit? 38.6 also. Homesick Alien, the fastest man, at 37.9. And Kale, not 4th fastest. Cthulhu going 4th fastest with a 38.7. Kale was 5th fastest. Joker's just crossing the line there. Stays 6th. No, Alexis Maximus goes up into 6th. Pat going up into 6th as well. All going up there. And Racer Brown has set a time. He's only 6th fastest as well. Everyone likes that 6th place. Mika G has set a time of a 9th spot ahead of Jokers. Guesty yet to cross the line. Guesty has crossed the line. And obviously Tiger and Cinemod have not crossed the line yet. Here comes Tiger's time. And he's gone up to 8th fastest. And Cinemod crosses the line up into 9th fastest, just behind his teammate. Mason Brown there in 7th. So who did we lose? Guesty up into 5th fastest there. Nice stuff from Guesty. He's going nearly half a second faster. He's 800ths off of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's 600ths off of Talleyrand. It's very tight. 200ths is Talleyrand off of Skyjacker's time. And Homesick is 6/10ths ahead. So Homesick getting a really good lap under his belt. For that first banker lap now, he can risk pushing a little bit where these other guys possibly can't. Skyjacker's second attempt as he comes up towards the line. He does not get a faster lap time. Can Talleyrand? move up ahead of Skyjacker? No, he cannot. Homesick Alien doesn't go any faster either, but Kurtula does. Kurtula goes a lot faster, and he's 3 thousandths ahead of Kale. Kale also putting a lap time in there, knocking Skyjacker and Talleyrand down to 4th and 5th. Alexis Maximus, they're all putting faster times in. Alexis Maximus, Jokers and Pat, all setting times. Now Racer Brown. Racer Brown's second fastest on the track, only 2 tenths, just under 2 tenths behind Homesick Alien, and nearly 3 tenths ahead of Kurtula. Down here we saw people posting times. Pat, Guesty is just going to cross the line. What's he going to post? The 39.0, it's not as fast as he's gone. Pat then just doing a faster time, putting himself up into 8th ahead of Tiger. We see Tiger usually at the sharper end of the track. There he is, up into 5th. That's what we're used to seeing, just ahead of Skyjacker and Talleyrand. This is a very tight field, isn't it? So then we're looking at Cinnamod. Cinnamod also usually a little higher. Jokers just finding his feet with us in this this being his first round. I do like Cinnamod's car. I must say that pale blue, that was the one I was just looking at from a distance, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Excuse me. So Homesick Alien is your pole sitter so far. There's 5.5 minutes left of the qualifying. Racer Brown though, he's getting purples. Look at that, 3 tenths up. Homesick Alien coming towards all. Skyjacker's gone faster, gone up to 3rd fastest for Skyjacker. Homesick Alien going faster again with the 37.6. Talleyrand also going faster. Kale has gone faster as well with the 37.6. Then it's Racer Brown that was getting the purples, but can he do it? As Homesick Alien just push those goal posts out a little bit further. Joker's setting a time, and Racer Brown, he stays where he is, but he does go faster. Wow, look how tight this is. So Skyjacker 6 tenths behind Racer Brown. He's just set a faster time. Kurtula, well, Talleyrand's getting a little bit left behind down there, isn't he? Mika has just set a time, so has Guesty. Guesty's gone up to 7th fastest, just behind Tiger, and ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand, a 38.5 his last time around. He's still within a second of pole. That's how tight the field is. Pat 9th fastest, Alexis Maximus 10th fastest, Cinnamod is 11th fastest, ahead of Jokers in 12th. And no, Cinnamod's just set a time and gone up to 10th ahead of Alexis. And Mika G is 13th fastest there, some 8 tenths behind Jokers, and 4 seconds off of pole. And Shiren in the pits. We can go and have a quick look, see how he's driving around in circles, trashing his car up. And Homesick Alien playing a blinder here. We saw he was looking very strong at Laguna Seca the last round, but he does like to munch his tyres up, so it'll be interesting. Skyjacker going faster again, up into 4th fastest, 3.5 tenths off of pole, 2 tenths, nearly 3 tenths off of Racer Brown's time, and 4 tenths faster than Kurtula. Kurtula going faster again across the line, gets a little closer to Skyjacker, but not much. Just under 4 tenths. Wow, Tiger, he's just about to cross a sector. So we'll look, Alexis Maximus going faster again, and does Jokers. We'll have a look down there to see how those guys are doing. Well, missed Tiger's sector time. We've got 3 minutes left of quali, and we may as well watch Tiger cross the line. Mika going faster again with a 140.8. And Tiger coming up to the finishing line. He manages he doesn't go any faster, only 3 tenths off his fastest time. So Guesty. So then we saw some movement. So Alexis Maximus did a 39.0, put himself in 9th. Cinnamod, we've just seen, going faster again, a 39.2. He's only a 10th behind Alexis Maximus, 500ths ahead of Jokers. Jokers just doing his fastest lap with a 39.2. Pat in 12th on that 39.3, 700ths off of Jokers, 1.5 seconds ahead of Mika, and Mika's pulled a second back. We saw that she was 3.9 seconds off of pole, now 3.1 seconds, so finding a lot of time out there on lap 5. Homesick Alien crossing the line, does not go any faster. Kale, Talleyrand set a time. Talleyrand set a time, but only 5th fastest here at the A1 ring. I say only, 6th fastest. Someone else has set a time. Catula just popped it in ahead of Talleyrand. We've got 1.5 minutes left of qualifying, and what a qualifying session we've had. Look at that. Homesick Alien so far on pole, but it's Racer Brown. He's crossed the line with a 38.2. This is going to be his last attempt. It's pretty much all of their last attempts now, as we're coming up to the last minute or so of qualifying. And who is going to take pole from Homesick Alien? Or is he going to keep it all for himself? Catula, I think with that off, means he's out of the running in this final lap. Tiger's set a time. He's put himself up there in 4th. He's put himself away into contention, and he gets another lap as well. So Tiger one to watch. Cinemod getting a last lap there. He's put himself up into 9th ahead of Alexis Maximus. Cracking stuff from Cinemod, and another lap as well he gets to do. And Alexis Maximus, he's got to fight back to Cinemod. Racer Brown trying to use him for a tow. He's only 700ths off of pole position at this point. And Tiger 3/10 off of that pole position. Homesick Alien then. Oh no, Homesick might get another go around. I said it was going to be their last laps. Skyjacker gets 4th place from Tiger with a 37.9. Homesick Alien doesn't get anything on that lap, but he does get another lap. I was lying about his last chance. Also Kale getting to go around again. He's only 200ths off of that pole. That is so close. Racer Brown 500ths from Kale, 700ths, but he looked like he had a purple going around. He's crossed the line with a... No, he doesn't go any faster. He stays in 3rd. And I don't think he gets to finish his lap either. All of them coming across the line. Alexis Maximus did go faster. Where did that put him? Back in 9th. Ahead of Cinemod, so well done to Alexis Maximus at the end, but Cinemod's still going around. He's got a green next to his name, so he can still get that position from Alexis Maximus. I don't know about from Guesty. Guesty's crossing the line there. He's gone faster. He's gone up to 6th as Guesty. Cinemod coming around. He's a bit wide, but he's cracking on. Keep it up. He's heading towards the line. Is Cinemod. Crosses, and oh, he doesn't go any faster. Homesick Alien still on a flyer. Kale still on his flyer. Racer Brown's done for the day. Skyjacker still on a flyer. Tiger's done. Guesty's done. Talleyrand's on a flyer. Oh my word. So Homesick Alien, I think he's the head of that little clan. He is, so keep an eye on Homesick Alien as he comes around the final corners. I think Tiger might be also on a run. I'm not sure. No, Tiger may have done. But Homesick Alien coming around. Can he better his time? He does. He gets a better time. Here comes Talleyrand. Can he do anything? No. Then we've got Kale coming up towards the line. Has he got anything more? No. So far it's Homesick Alien. I've lost Skyjacker. Oh, Skyjacker's already done his lap. Has he? Tiger then, is it? No, he's already done. And that's it then. Congratulations to Skyjacker, Homesick Alien, I mean. Is Pat still on a run? I'm not sure. No. So Homesick Alien gets his pole position. Beautiful stuff. Get some points for that. Kale in 2nd. That's going to be a cracking start. Racer Brown 3rd fastest today. And on the 2nd grid, along with Skyjacker. Tiger in 5th. Guesty 6th, Catula 7th, Talleyrand all the way down in 8th. He's not going to be used to that. Alexis Maximus looked like he was in 9th. Pat saying top 12 within 1.6. Wow, that's close. It's a very tight field. Very taut field. Jill saying yo homesick. I think it might be go homesick. Where was that? Talleyrand 8th, Alexis 9th, Cinemod in 10th, Jokers in 11th, Pat 12th. And oh, Mika in 13th, and Shren is starting from the back. Oh, well, that's about as good as it's going to get. So we're watching Homesick. We see the lights. And it's go, go, go here at round 3. The Red Bull ring for the MaX5s, and Homesick Alien has maintained that lead. It looks like Racer Brown edging himself up a little bit, but Kale's got the inside line, and Kale, oh, they all make it through. Homesick Alien makes it through. No, we've got a little bit of turmoil there. Racer Brown's lost it. I don't know. It's one car, and If he calls red flag, maybe they'll say no. But Homesick Alien, a lead in from Talleyrand. Talleyrand up into second, Skyjacker in third. Kale is a fourth place with Tiger in fifth. Tiger is moving up into fourth now. Oh, he's had a bit of an issue. Sharen's left the room. And there's a bit of a coming together with Tiger and Talleyrand, it seems. Homesick Alien continuing on. Skyjacker in second place with Kale in third. Alexis Maximus made his way up into fourth. He's coming up at Kale. He's up the inside. And I think he's got it. There he is. Third place for Alexis and Maximus early doors. Kale in fourth. Talleyrand is in fifth. He had that thing with Tiger, but it seems to have not affected him. He's down in fifth. Cinnamon is up into sixth. Cinnamon with his poor qualifying, but he's coming up through the field. Pat is in seventh as well. Guesty in eighth place with Jokers in ninth. There is Catula in 10th. Oh, that's not where you expect to see Catula, with Mika in 11th. Tiger down in 12th, and Racer Brown out on the outside of that corner. We saw in the first corner having issues, but it seemed to be the only one that did. He ghosted and spun, and everyone just came through. And Homesick Alien 2.7 second lead on Skyjacker in second spot. Skyjacker being chased down by Alexis Maximus, but Kale is on the case also, sitting on board with Kale in the tow of Alexis Maximus. He's not going to try and make a move into turn one. Skyjacker looks a little bit wobbly, and both of them bouncing over the curbs there. But it looks like Kale getting a little closer to the Red Bull of Alexis and Maximus. He's going to go for a move into turn two. He's having a look, and they look like they're closing in on Skyjacker in that corner as well. Skyjacker heavy onto the brakes. And there is Alexis going out wide. He's coming back on the track, and Kale's got the position. As they head down to turn three, Homesick Alien still leading by 3 seconds. Skyjacker in second by 6/10 from Kale. Kale and Alexis having a bit of a battle. Talleyrand in 5th place, coming back at these guys. Cinnamon sitting in a lovely 6th place. Pat in 7th, nice and steady. Guesty in 8th place. Guesty's car looking a little wobbly. He's come over the back of Pat. Pat slowing down a little bit in that corner, but they don't manage to get past him. And Guesty looks like he's got his hands full with Catula as well as Pat. Catula up into 9th, Jokers 10th. In 11th, we've got Mika ahead of Tiger in 12th, and Racer Brown playing catch up there at the back of the pack. Hoo-wee, is it warm. So Homesick Alien trying to extend that lead. He's got 3 seconds so far on Skyjacker. The tyres are starting to get warmed up nice and lovely now, on the same level as each other. Kale a little out wide on that final corner, trying to get a run on Skyjacker, pulling away from Alexis Maximus as Talleyrand draws nearer to the Spaniard ahead in his Red Bull. Oh, there he goes, getting very close to the back. And Sharen's joined the room again, I guess, for the next 30-minute race. As we're sat on board with Talleyrand, we've got Homesick Alien leading the way. You've got the fastest lap on lap 2. And he's away, look at him, 3.2 seconds now ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker managing to get away from Kale a little bit on this lap. It was 6/10 he was ahead, and now he's 1.2 seconds ahead of Kale. And Alexis Maximus staying very close, with Talleyrand drawing closer to those two ahead of him. Cinnamon doing a fine job in 6th place, but he has got Catula catching him up. Did a 40.3 his last time around, did Cinnamon, and Catula doing a 39.5. Pat there in 8th place, sliding his Mazda through the corner. Beautiful stuff. He's going out wide. No, he's got it in there. Great stuff from Pat. 9th is Guesty, but Jokus right on his crack, man. So Jokus on a push. Oh, he's off now though. He's got about 3 seconds on Tiger, but Tiger is going to be coming across him very quickly. There you go, Tiger and Racer Brown. Racer Brown up into 11th. Tiger goes up into 10th position with Jokus falling off the track. Mika in 12th, 1.4 seconds behind Racer Brown, and Jokus now returning back to the track with a bit of damage. 8 seconds adrift. He'll be hoping someone else falls off the track, and there is Homesick Alien getting a fastest lap after fastest lap, a 38.1. They're engraving his name on the gold already. with Skyjacker in 3.5 seconds now behind Homesick Alien. He's pulled 1.3 seconds on Kale. Kale doing a 39.1 his last lap. Skyjacker managing a 38.6. Alexis and Maximus. He's 10th behind Kale. He's really starting to push this Mazda as we're getting to the 9-minute mark of this 15-minute race. And you can see they're just chasing each other down there. Alexis Maximus staying nice and tidy on the apexes, trying to stick to the back of Kale's car. He's going for a move. He's seen the door open and he's having a crack. Is it enough? Kale clinging on there around the outside. It shows Alexis Maximus is ahead. And there you go. Whoa! That looked like it wasn't cricket. And that was a big one. So Homesick Alien 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. And Talleyrand in 3rd spot. Cthulhu up into 4th now with Pat in 5th. Guesty also up into 6th. Cinemod's dropped down a bit, I think. Racer Brown in 8th. He's coming through the field, as is Tiger. Oh, and Alexis Maximus has dropped down. Sorry, Alexis Maximus has dropped down the field. And Kale in 11th there after he's coming together with... Who was it? Was it Alexis Maximus he came together with? I can't remember who Kale just had a coming together with. I think it was... Yeah, it was Alexis Maximus, wasn't it? So yes, them two dropping down the field. They were up there and it's giving other people a chance. Homesick Alien 3.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, and Talleyrand some 4 seconds behind. 1.6 seconds behind him is Cthulhu. And Guesty having a cracker. Look at him coming through. He's got a queue behind him though with Pat. Cinemod's going for a move on Pat around the outside of turn 3. It's brave stuff. If he can make it stick, he slips it. Oh, I thought he was going to sling it up the inside of Pat then, but Pat defending well from Cinemod trying all he can to get through. And Racer Brown just a passenger there behind, watching and waiting, I suppose, for a moment. And there's a moment for Cinemod. Cinemod looked like he made a mistake. Cinemod making a mistake there. He's dropped back into 8th behind Racer Brown. He's got his teammate Tiger just behind him now. Both cars looking absolutely cracking together on track, it has to be said. Car 55 and car 56, is it? Yes. Look at that train behind Pat. Racer Brown pulling out. He's having a look. He's alongside Pat. And there's Cinemod also coming up alongside. We're going to have 3 wide in the first corner. We've got a diamond formation going into turn 1. Racer Brown staying ahead. And it looks like Pat's lost out the most there, unfortunately. So Cinemod in 8th ahead of Pat, and Tiger has moved up into 7th. He's fighting Racer Brown for that position. Homesick Alien 6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker is only a second ahead of Talleyrand. Cthulhu's lost a position to Talleyrand. Guesty there in 5th. He's 3 seconds behind these guys. He's got a wiggle on. He's got 2.8 seconds grace from Racer Brown, but we know Racer Brown is pretty fast. But Racer Brown's got his hands full with a Tiger. Cinemod and Pat all in close vicinity. Alexis Maximus trying to come back in this race after he's coming together with Kale. And Mika in 12th and Joker's down in 13th, but he's only 3.8 seconds behind Mika. He did a 40.3 his last time around, and Mika doing a 41.5, so it's not out of the realm of Joker's being able to come back at Mika. But Homesick Alien, an absolute masterclass of the Red Bull Ring in a Mazda today. Untouchable. Excuse me. Cough. There he goes, crossing the line again. Another 39.2, looking after those tyres very nicely. Skyjacker. He's got Talleyrand really close behind. I think Skyjacker's going to have his hands full very soon from the boss. He's got a championship to think about, has a Talleyrand. He's only 20 odd points in the lead of this championship. No, I don't think it's 20 points. I think it's something like 14 or something. I could check, but you could check. And Talleyrand right on the back of Skyjacker. Very, very juicy. We've got Catula 1.5 seconds behind Talleyrand at this point. In 4th, Guesty in 5th. Just under 3 seconds from Catula. Catula did a 38.4. No, sorry. Catula did a 38.6 his last time around. Guesty did a 38.4. So Guesty on the comeback, trying to chase down Catula. Racer Brown hasn't got himself any closer to Guesty, but Tiger is really starting to rattle his cage. He's there around the outside. Racer Brown having to drive defensive for that 6th spot. And he can't go 4th and attack Guesty. All the time he's got Tiger hunting him down. They've got Cinemod 1.7 seconds behind him, and he's ahead of Alexis and Maximus. And here we go, it looks like Tiger is going to look to make a move into the final corners, but he's just too far back. Slides the Mazda through, tries to stay with the Racer Brown through this final corner. Stay as close as he possibly can, see if he can pick up a toe coming up this short straight, and see if he can propel himself into the first corner before Racer Brown, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like he's not getting a benefit from that toe until it's too late, until they're on top of the corner. Racer Brown just staying ahead in 6th spot, but it's very close there. Homesick Alien maintaining that 6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker now is feeling the pressure from the other VRC liveried Mazda, and he's all up in Skyjacker's business. Catula drawing closer as well. He was 1.5 seconds behind this battle, and he's getting closer to it through Talleyrand and Skyjacker racing each other. The monster Mazda car 99 driven by Skyjacker, and the tyres are telling. Skyjacker's tyres do look a little bit grizzled at the front, where Talleyrand's are lovely and fresh as daisies. Ooh, he's got a wiggle on the curbs though, and Catula getting ever closer in his Red Bull Mazda, so those two better watch out. Guesty is some 3 seconds behind us. He's not gaining or losing. Racer Brown trying to chase Guesty down in 6th, but he's got his hands full with the Tiger. And we will have a look at that. Just check these guys going through these final corners and into turn 1. There comes Catula to try and get a run on both of them as they come up the straight. Skyjacker clinging on to that 2nd place. Talleyrand's going right out there to get a good run into the corner. Skyjacker having to be defensive. Talleyrand's out wide. They're starting to swamp him, and it looks like this is the move. Talleyrand's one side, Catula the other. It's 3 wide as they go up towards turn 2. Catula might be in the best position on that inside, and there's nowhere Skyjacker can go except for just try and turn in. He says, Catula, I want to turn in, mate. And Catula was there, and Catula gains the position there. Talleyrand did the work, and Catula reaped the benefits. Looks like Skyjacker though is coming back at the Catula. Catula's tyres are not as ravaged as Skyjacker's, but Skyjacker cares not about worn tyres when he's going wheel to wheel in turn 3. But Catula maintaining it, and he's got that inside line, and Talleyrand now sticking to the back of Catula, trying to sneak past the bouncer. And is he going to do it? He does. He's up into 3rd. Not quite. Skyjacker's still there fighting for everything he's got, but no, there you go. Excuse me. So Catula up into 2nd, Talleyrand in 3rd. Skyjacker down into 4th now. He's going to hope that Talleyrand and Catula get bang into it, but he's still there. He's still on their cases. Oh, come on, Shiren, you're not allowed to chat during the race. So, Homesick Alien. Oh, what's going on here? Look like a little lift from Skyjacker. Oh, I think he was hoping the time would run out, but he's got to go round again. I don't know. It seemed like a weird little lift from Skyjacker, and then he carried on. Oh, we've got everyone else finishing though. Guesty finished in 5th. And Tiger grabbed 6th in the end, ahead of Racer Brown. Sorry, I missed that. Cinnamod in 8th, ahead of Cal in 9th. Pat finished in 10th, ahead of Alexis Maximus in 11th. Joker's got himself ahead of Mika in the end. And Homesick Alien, 5.7 seconds ahead of Cthulhu, who is ahead of Talleyrand, and Skyjacker is still there with them. And the podium is still not sorted out in this race, whilst Homesick Alien takes it easy back round to the finish line, whilst these three all are battling it out. Sorry, I didn't look at the rest of the field at the end of the race. I didn't realise how quickly the race ran out. So Cthulhu. Ooh, Cthulhu's sliding it around. He's trying to maintain that second place. Talleyrand would love that second spot in this championship fight. Every point counts. Cthulhu's out wide again. Talleyrand's having another look. Coming into the final part of the track. Homesick Alien is going around the final corner. He's bringing car 77, the orange, black and white VRC colours, home for the win. Congratulations. Cthulhu looks like he's holding on for that second spot, and he grabs it with Talleyrand finishing 3rd. Take a boo, my son. And Skyjacker gets 4th in the end from having that second for most of the race, but his tyres did wear a little bit out near the end. And there you go, with his Jack Villeneuve helmet on, is Homesick Alien taking the win. Congratulations, and fastest lap and pole position. A treble A, Mr. Homesick Alien. Oh, treble A. Well done, Homesick. Brilliant win, says Jill. And Pat says that almost equaled my points from Goodwood, so it was worth turning up then. Yes, Pat, always worth turning up. It's probably still 0-0 elsewhere. I don't know. I haven't looked. Shall I look? I won't give you no spoilers, honestly. But it wouldn't surprise me. I think that's got goalless draw all over it. It'll be a political game. England's game update. Wow. Well, there you go. What can I say? No spoilers, but you're not missing nothing. Right, I think it's time to have a little break. Have a little confab. And everyone congratulating each other for good racing. And Skyjacker reminding Shiren there is no chat in the game chat, but that's all good. So I'm waiting for the boss to put up a start time, and then I can hang loose, hang tight. What did the new kids on the block do when they hang tough, didn't they? Ah, yeah, well, as soon as I find time, I can hang tough with the new kids. I could choke on my Red Bull. Come on, guys, what are we doing? Oh, I'll take you to the race results. Look at me, I'm all out of sorts. I'm not even doing what I do. Homesick Alien took the win. I don't get a picture of Homesick. Why? That's not fair. I like to see him spinning around. Anyway. So Homesick Alien grabbed your win today, with Cthulhu finishing in a second spot there. Sneaky Cthulhu. Following Talleyrand. Looked like he put most of the work in on an overtake on Skyjacker. And Cthulhu just sort of, while Skyjacker was trying to defend from Talleyrand, looked like Cthulhu just snuck himself up in the inside and got himself in the perfect position when the corner turned up. It was a beautiful move. We enjoyed it very much. Talleyrand got that final podium position with Skyjacker in 4th, Guesty 5th. Where did Guesty come from, eh? Nice little quiet race from Guesty. Kept his head down. Other people fell off the track, and he just moved on up. Tiger in 6th with that epic battle with Racer Brown. I apologise, guys. I missed the move in the end. I did see you guys racing each other, but I didn't see the definitive move of Tiger getting ahead of Racer Brown. Cinnamod finishing 8th. He was running in a great position, 5th, I think, at one point for Cinnamod. and had quite a good race. Kale came together with a Lexus Maximus. It looked like a nasty one, so I don't know if the stewards will be taking a look at that. With Pat finishing in 10th, with a Lexus Maximus in 11th, Jokers in 12th, Mika finishing in 13th, and Shiren not quite making the race because of internet issues. And I can't see a time here in turn 3. Sorry if I caused anything. And Mika is out. So she obviously wants to watch the footy. Tiger saying sorry for the turn 2 incident, nudged a VRC car, missed my brake. That was Talleyrand. Mr. Tiger in your tanks, but it all worked out well in the end. So let's go on the track. We can see Shiren, as we haven't seen him in the first race. We'll go and have a watch him here. I'm not sure when we're going again. I haven't seen it in the chat, so I'm just going to nip off for 5 minutes and I'll be back. Hopefully they won't start without me, and I'll catch you soon. Oh, and there goes Mika. Okay guys, I'll catch you in a second. I'm back. Hi. I don't know how long we've got till the race. I haven't caught anything. Has it come up? Oh, let me know when you're back. Here we go. Sorry. I'm back now. No, NVM? I don't know what NVM stands for. I'm back. I'm back again. So yes, this next race, the feature race, 30-minute race, it's going to be a reverse grid, rolling start of what we just saw. They're going to have to use the hard tyres at some point, if not during the whole race. And yes, way up for this one. Let's commence the second half, eh? Let's kick off that second half. And get on for some cracking racing. Homesick Alien took the win in that race, a 1. Oh, never mind. Oh, there you go. Ah, see, I'm not down with the kids. I don't know the acronyms. Is that the right word? I think it is. So, Cinemod. Who's going to be starting? Oh, Mika has left. I think she's going to go and watch the second half of the footy. I don't think she's got business calls. But so she would have been pole sitter. So giving up that pole position. It is cancer charity, because I can see now on the back of Pat's car it says together we beat cancer. I'm going to get in there with an R. I didn't notice the R's that first round. Everything was all a bit up in the air, so I'm taking gold Skyjacker. Does really? Okay. Don't think we're going to see much Skyjacker in this next race, everyone. Let's have one last look at him, see what his car looks like before we go into the race 2. There you go. That's what Skyjacker's car used to look like. Won't see much of it in the thing would you get? I can see you've done Wise, that's alright. Catula also. You're not going to see much of him in the second race. We're going to be all about Jokers, because he knows how to press an R button. Here we go, look at that. Glorious. Total car, out there. He's going to be up there, ready. He's got a good pace on those hard tyres, a 41.3. And there goes the final 30 minutes of glorious racing here. Oh, that's a lovely little move there, Racer Brown. I like it. Swing it high and swing it low. So, where's my list of who I'm snubbing in this race? Joker's my man. He's an man. It's Joker's. So Sharon, he's going to give it another go. Oh my word, how difficult. You're going to have to just stick to the Clio Cup, Sharon. It's the only place that it's an accepting internet for you. So let me just do all my doodles. There we go. So Jokers is on pole. Alexis Maximus second. He's fast. He's in for a good shout here. They all look like they're starting on the hard tyres. No one deviating from the plan. Down the grid. And they're all on the hard tyres. Sharon is with us. It looks like he's moving in the generally right direction. And everything seems to be sound. So beautiful stuff. So Jokers leads them away. Out there at the front, Alexis Maximus trying to close that gap up. They're on the hard tyres, and there's Jokers out wide already. Alexis a little bit wide, and Pat gets it right in the corner, but he's got Kale right up his jacksie. Alexis making a move early on, Jokers. Alexis having a look, but Jokers has got that inside line for turn 2 as they come up. And there Pat and Kale are side by side behind them, and there's all sorts of commotion with the GT87 racing team. There is Jokers, he's going wide again, and Alexis has made the move up the inside, but Alexis has got a wiggle on, but Alexis makes it stick, and he's up into the lead with Jokers in second. Kale just trying to get past Pat, and oh no, Racer Brown is in the wall. My word, where is Racer Brown? Down there in 12th. So, we'll have a quick look to see. We saw Racer Brown was up against the GT87 boys. He comes into the corner and it's just a little bit, oh, it looks like a little nudge from Cinnamon, and then Tiger finishing him off. I don't think Tiger had anything he could do about that. He was just coming around the corner and found a Racer Brown in front of him, and Cinnamon is redressing. You can see he's lifted off there and has waited. So, oh, hang on, come out of that. And that is our Racer Brown. Racer Brown having 2 bad starts. And it looks like neither of them is his problem. Tiger making a move on Pat up to 2nd spot. Talleyrand is up into 4th already. Catula is up into 5th. Skyjacker moving up into 5th. 6th, sorry. Jokus and Homesick and Shiren all in a battle there for 8th and 9th. And 10th, and Homesick going out wide, and that means Joker stays in 7th with Shiren in 8th and Homesick Alien in 9th, Guesty in 10th, Cinemod is 11th, and Kale and Racer Brown both coming in to get soft tyres on, I guess. Just try and get that hard run out the way and go all the way with the softs. I didn't notice how well they looked after him, but you know, some of those soft tyres after 15 minutes of racing here, they looked fine, so maybe they can go quite deep with soft tyres. Alexis Maximus still leading the way from Tiger. Talleyrand trying to get a move on Pat. Pat turning in on Talleyrand. You've got to use the radar. The radar lets you know when they're on the inside of you, and that saves you turning in on people. Catula making his way up past Pat as well. Pat now down into 5th, but he's got Skyjacker having a look up the inside, and Skyjacker into turn 3. He's coming in fast, he's coming in hot, and he's going to get a move on Catula, is he? No, he's backed out of that one, and Catula stays in 4th, and Skyjacker there in 5th place with Pat in 6th. Shiren is 7th with Jokus now down into 8th place. Homesick Alien 9th, but he's got his hands full with a very fast Guesty behind him. Cinemod in 11th. We saw him awaiting for Racer Brown, and Kale on the mediums with Racer Brown also on those mediums, so those guys at the front will be quite nervy about what those medium runners will be doing. But Alexis Maximus so far 2.2 seconds lead on Tiger in 2nd. Talleyrand up into 3rd place. He's only 8 tenths ahead of Catula. Catula's got Skyjacker all the way around the outside. Skyjacker trying to flip it around and go up the inside of Catula, but he just doesn't have it there. Does that Talleyrand going slow? It was, and I don't understand why. So let's have a quick look to see what happened to Talleyrand. Does he lose it onto the corner? He went out a bit wide, and the back end just come around there in 3rd. Oh no, it didn't quite. He saved it, but had to put it into the barrier. And that is how Talleyrand dropped down a few places, and that puts Catula up into 3rd, Skyjacker 4th, Talleyrand down into 5th, and there's a whole heap of cars coming now. 6th is for Homesick Alien, Shiren 7th. So Homesick's managed to get himself ahead of Shiren, but Shiren's on the inside of the Alien, and a little tap from Shiren. Shiren stopped dead on the corner, my word. Whilst they redress, and Homesick Alien having to get his car going again, and they're off in 10th and 11th. It is a long race. It is a very long race. So there's still somewhere that can be saved. They're still 21 seconds ahead of Kale. That's how long the pit stop cost you around here. And Kale's hanging out his Mazda. Some 14 seconds behind Shiren. He's 3.5 seconds ahead of Racer Brown in 13th. Meanwhile, Alexis Maximus 2 seconds ahead of Tiger. Tiger had the fastest lap on lap 2, but he's on those hard tyres, and with Kale and Racer Brown driving around at the back on the mediums, I think they'll be taking the fastest lap pretty soon. Catula in 3rd ahead of Skyjacker. Seen these two battling quite a lot in these laps. Talleyrand, Guesty moving up ahead of Pat, is there? Yes, Pat. Ooh, he's giving him a lovely bit of space there, and Guesty's trying to get around the inside. It's very taut between the two of them. And it looks like Guesty moving up into 6th, Pat in 7th, Cinemod now in 8th, and he's got Jokus very close behind him. Jokus in car 80, coming out to have a look at Cinemod under the braking. Does he make it stick? Does he go wide? He's gone slightly wide. Cinemod's made the corner, but he's coming back on, and you can't get away with that too many times, Jokus, or the stewards will think it's an infringement on track boundaries. So Homesick Alien 10th after he's coming together with Shiren in 11th, chasing him down. You got Racer Brown's got himself ahead of Kale. Kale must have made a small mistake on this, the last lap maybe, a 45, yes, and a 38.6 from Racer Brown. So Kale making a small mistake, putting himself behind Racer Brown, but these guys going a lot faster than the guys on the hard tyres. We are now 6 minutes through this race, 24 minutes to go. Alexis Max was 1.7 seconds ahead of Tiger. Tiger slowly chipping into Alexis Maximus's lead. Catula 3.6 seconds adrift of Tiger. But he's got Skyjacker well and truly for company in the car 99. In the car number 99. However that's worded. Oh, is that move up all the way a little bit too soon from the Monster Mazda as it chases down the Red Bull Mazda. Coming around. Talleyrand in 5th. We saw him make that small mistake, dropping him down a couple of positions. Guesty in 6th, 5 seconds adrift of that battle, with Cinnamon here just ahead of Jokus and Pat. Homesick Alien catching these guys up. What a cracking little battle. Oh, Homesick Alien having to avoid Pat on track, and now he's breaking up the inside of Pat. Is he going to make it stick? It looks like it's going well for him, and he's up ahead of Pat now. Pat down into 10th position, and Homesick Alien, he's got Cinnamon and Jokus in front of him. He resisted the urge to go and put some soft tyres on, and Shren is just catching up this crowd now. He's gone for an early move on Pat. Ooh, it looks like there was a bit of a clatter between the two of them. Where is Pat? Oh, he's there. He's letting back through again. Did look quite late from Shren. So Tiger 3.8 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus. Oh, Alexis Maximus must have made a mistake. Alexis Maximus has dropped down into 2nd. He's already there in 2nd place. Oh my word, I've missed that. I do apologise. So Alexis Maximus down into 2nd, just ahead of his teammate Catula. Skyjacker's there. Well, Catula was ahead of Skyjacker, sorry, So nothing's changed there, it's just they've caught up Alexis Maximus, and now Tiger is leading this race by nearly 4 seconds. And Alexis Maximus in 2nd spot. Look at the teammates together, beautiful stuff. And Skyjacker just behind them in a rival drink. Livery. And Skyjacker trying to grab the toe from Alexis. Catula trying to make the move. They're side by side. Have they affected each other? Not too badly. I think there was contact. No, Alexis Maximus is off. He's struggling to get back on. Then Catula carrying on. And Skyjacker there in 3rd spot. My word, that was a tough one to call. And Talleyrand is catching up with Alexis Maximus. Poor Alexis Maximus, nothing he can do. He's recovering. And Talleyrand gets that 4th place from Alexis Maximus in his Red Bull car. Catula up the inside of Alexis Maximus, started that off. Now Catula, he's got stress from Skyjacker. Skyjacker really adding the pressure. He's got the inside line for turn 3. Catula, these two are having a little bounce together. But it's no harm, no foul. I don't know, Skyjacker has moved up. He bounced off the curbs, had a little... But at the same time, Catula, he's lifted. Let Catula go back through again. And meanwhile, Alexis Maximus defending from Talleyrand. Let's get on board with Talleyrand as he tries to find a way past the Red Bull. And I don't know if it's there, if there's anything on. It's a very tricky one to pass at. Meanwhile, we'll have a look back at our medium runners, the ones that went onto the medium tyres after the first lap. And... see how they're getting on there. You can see Alexis defending on the curbs. Talleyrand trying to find a way past. It's very frustrating. Stuck behind someone through that section. If you feel you can go faster, and Talleyrand, Alexis Maximus now has propelled himself right up to the battle ahead of him between Catula and Skyjacker. Skyjacker going for the outside line on Catula, and he makes it stick. Catula in 3rd. And... Alexis Maximus alongside him. Is there any payback from Alexis from that earlier move? It doesn't seem like it. Seems all straightforward. And Catula maintaining that 3rd from Alexis Maximus, with Talleyrand in 4th so far. Guesty is in 6th place. Nearly 4 seconds behind Talleyrand, and he's 4.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien in 7th. Shren, he's cleared those guys there. We saw he was coming up to the back of Jokus and Pat and Cinnamon. We've lost Cinnamon, hang on, let's have a look. So Shren in 8th place, Jokus in 9th, with Pat in 10th. There is Cinnamon in 11th. He's dropped back from those guys a little bit, and there you can see Racer Brown is catching him up 3.2 seconds behind now, Racer Brown. We saw they were about 15 seconds from the field. And him and Kale have closed up quite drastically on those medium tyres. Still 27 seconds off of the lead, but only 3 seconds off of Cinnamod on his hard tyres. And these guys are 39s at best on those hard tyres, whilst the medium tyre guys are doing 38s easily. So Tiger crosses the line for lap 8, and we are nearly 12 minutes into this race, 18 minutes left to go. And Skyjacker ahead of Catula. Alexis Maximus in 4th, with Talleyrand in his business in 5th. A little further back, Guesty having a nice quiet race there. 5 seconds adrift from Talleyrand, 3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien a 140.4 last time around from him, and a 141.1 from Guesty. So Homesick might be catching Guesty up soon if the pit stops don't happen beforehand. Shren in 8th, he looks like he's catching up the Alien. He did a 39.1 the last time around, and Homesick Alien doing a 40.4. So yes, Shren a little bit faster. Pat making a move on Jokers into turn 2. Jokers has lost the back end, but he's gained it up. He gathered her up. Lovely, well done. Absolutely super stuff there from Jokers. Pat a great move, and Jokers a great save, and that helps Cinnamod no end close back up to the back of Pat and Jokers. Racer Brown meantime absolutely tearing it up in car 86, flying around on his medium tyres, but by the time everyone else starts pitting, their medium tyres, Kale's and Racer Brown's, will probably be too worn. So Tiger now 7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. This looks like it's a slam dunk for Tiger so far. And Skyjacker trying to maintain ahead of Catula, but Catula is really close to Skyjacker. And it looks like Catula's going to make the move up into turn 1. He's got a better drive out the final corner. He's grabbed the toe. He's coming up, pulling alongside Skyjacker. He's got the inside line. Now I thought Skyjacker would move over to try and defend that line, but no. And now Catula moves up into 2nd spot. It's not about tyre wear there. Someone's just popped into the pits. Alexis Maximus under maximum pressure from Talleyrand, and Talleyrand just pulls the car up into 4th place. And Talleyrand there now 4th. Alexis Maximus in 5th. Shren 6th. He's got himself ahead of the Alien. And Homesick Alien trying to come back at the Russian Sensation, but the Russian Sensation is covering that inside line. The Alien trying to get around the outside, but he just can't do it. So Homesick Alien in 7th in car 77. Racer Brown 8th. He's got himself ahead of Cinnamon. Who did we see going into the pits? It was Jokers. No, Jokers has dropped back into 11th. It was Guesty who went into the pits. Where's Kale? Oh, Kale's in 10th, sorry. And Pat also popping into the pits, getting those medium tyres on. Guesty, he's pretty short-fueled, has he? No, he hasn't short-fueled it. That's probably enough fuel to get. Pat's also gone about similar fuel. So Tiger, we're coming up to the halfway mark in this race. He's 8 seconds in the lead, and that is it. He says that's enough for the hard tyres. I'm going mediums, dead on halfway. What's Catula? Catula got himself ahead of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker's continuing on where Catula has opted to go in for the pits. Skyjacker cracking on. He can't get that fuel to last all the way, so he's not one stopping it. He might have made a mistake here because all the other guys are pitting. They're going to be putting the faster tyres on. There goes Homesick Alien also. Alexis Maximus also opting to go in. Racer Brown, he was pitted on lap 1. He got the fastest lap that last lap. And he's coming through to 3rd place as Shren stayed out as well as Skyjacker. So what's their game? Racer Brown already on the mediums. Kale also. Talleyrand. Who's going to be the first out of the pits? It should be Tiger, shouldn't it? There he goes. Tiger in 5th place on the medium tyres. 3/4 of a tank of fuel and 14 minutes left of racing. Catula is the next out of the track, I think. Yeah, Catula is next out in 6th. And Alexis Maximus somehow has jumped a huge... Yes, he somehow jumped the guys. He's jumped Skyjacker, Talleyrand. Where did Skyjacker go? Oh, Skyjacker stayed out. Sorry, that's why. So Skyjacker stayed out. He's got to maintain a really good pace out there. I don't know, maybe he's hoping that the medium tyres, if he can stay out another 5 minutes, maybe pit for the last third of the race, his tyres will be a lot fresher than these guys. Shiren stayed out also. Racer Brown, I think he's going to have to pit for a splash and dash and new tyres, as will Kale. Before the end of this race, Tiger there in 5th. He was the leader before all this madness happened. And there goes Skyjacker. No, he just went out a lap longer than everyone else. I thought he might have tried. And there goes Shiren as well, also staying out 1 lap longer. And Racer Brown probably would have been a good time to go in and pit. Not far behind Skyjacker, but no, he's continuing on. He's got a plan. Kale's gone in. Kale's thought that. Kale's thought he could pit with the leaders. He'll come out in the middle somewhere. Racer Brown continuing on. Maybe he just wants to smash some times out. Tiger, he's moved up into 2nd place, as has Catula, Alexis Maximus. But Talleyrand's coming back at him now. Where is Skyjacker going to come out? How much has he lost? He should be behind Catula. And he's ahead of Catula. So, yeah, not lost too much. Well, he's alongside Catula. So, no, staying out 1 extra lap. Didn't cost him too badly, really. I thought it was going to be a real stinger, but no. So, Racer Brown, the early pit stop, he pitted pretty much on lap 1 after an issue in turn 1. He's put the mediums on and he's just been banging out those 38s 1 lap after another. Tiger was leading by about 8 seconds. He's only 7 seconds ahead of Catula now, so he's lost a second of that lead. And Skyjacker right on the tail of Catula, as they were before the pit stops, but Skyjacker's tyres are 1 lap fresher. Talleyrand making the move on Maximus, and Maximus has got Guesty. He was 5 seconds adrift of this battle. He's back in the shout with it. Look at this, Guesty on the move. Shiren ahead of Homesick Alien by 8/10. Homesick Alien pitting that 1 lap earlier than Shiren and not getting the undercut to work. Kale in 10th. We saw him popping back in. He might have made the wisest move of all. Racer Brown, he's in now, where he'll be wanting to come out ahead of Kale, who's in 10th spot at the moment, 5 seconds behind the Alien, and a second ahead of Pat in 11th. Joker's in 12th, and Cinnamod in 13th. Tiger then retakes the lead as Racer Brown goes in to have a top up with fuel and new tyres. Catula holding on to that second and pulling away from Skyjacker. Catula enjoying the medium tyres. A 38.7, and last time around for Catula, Skyjacker, it was just an outlap, so it's hard to judge. Talleyrand getting himself ahead, and Guesty also getting ahead of Alexis and Maximus. Alexis Maximus getting used to the medium tyres, and Guesty on the move. He'll be having a go at Talleyrand at the moment. Look at him, he's right up there. 38.4 from Guesty last time around. Talleyrand at 39.7. So yes, the smart money would be on Guesty at this point in the race. He seems to be faster, and he's on the tail of Talleyrand, fighting for 4th place. Skyjacker not too far in the distance there. He's right up back with Cthulhu. So we saw those drifting apart, and now Skyjacker is back on it again. And if these guys race each other, Talleyrand, Guesty and Alexis Maximus will be joining them for a party. Tiger 6.5 seconds ahead of Catula. Tiger now with less than 10 minutes left of this race. He just has to keep it neat, keep it tidy, and keep it going in the right direction, and the win could be his. Catula in 2nd, Skyjacker in 3rd spot, Talleyrand in 4th, with Guesty ever present there behind him. Alexis and Maximus in 6th place. Homesick Alien nearly 10 seconds adrift from Alexis Maximus. He's got himself back ahead of Shiren. These two having an absolute cracking battle. Shiren back on the case with Homesick Alien. He's coming over to try and make a move up the inside. These two swapping positions all the way around. We've seen some epic battles between Homesick Alien and Shiren over different championships. These two do seem to find each other on the same track. Racer Brown, after his pit stop, he's only 2.3 seconds behind the Alien, and Kale's 3.6 seconds behind Racer Brown. So those two could catch up with this battle if they slow each other down too much, and it does look that way. Homesick Alien trying to get out of Sharen's way, and Homesick Alien back up into 7th spot. And this battle will just keep on raging all the way to the checkered flag, side by side, coming down for turn 3, but Homesick Alien just gets onto the apex first in the VRC Mazda, just ahead of the Team 13 colours of Sharen. Racer Brown 1.7 seconds behind. The more racing they do, as with Catula and Skyjacker. And oh my lord, look at this little battle with Guesty, Talleyrand and Alexis Maximus. All three of them stuck together as they come up to the final 2 corners. Talleyrand just staying ahead of these guys, and Guesty and Alexis Maximus side by side into the final corner, and Alexis Maximus moving up into 5th with Guesty in 6th. They're all going over by the wall to break the toes. Talleyrand coming back out to get on the racing line, getting a wide line into that first corner, which Alexis Maximus thinks is an invite. And then he's got Guesty around the outside. What a little battle going on there. We've got another battle down here with Homesick Alien and Sharen absolutely pounding each other, with Racer Brown only a second behind and Kale 4 seconds behind those guys. Pat is in 11th. Cinemod's got himself ahead of Jokus with some nice tidy lap times, a 38 and a 39. Jokus managing a 40 and a 41. And there you go, Tiger leading the way, 6.5 seconds from Cthulhu. Be a fine podium for Cthulhu in this championship. Skyjacker sitting in 3rd. We saw he nearly got a podium, nearly got 2nd place in that first race, but his tyres let him down in the last lap or 2. And there's nothing in it between the tyres in this race. Talleyrand just clinging on ahead of Alexis Maximus, with Guesty sitting there just behind in 6th place. These guys are 8 seconds, 9. Oh, Alexis has lost the back end of the car. Guesty moving out of the way, and he's up into 5th and getting Alexis Maximus down into 6th, but he gathered her up. We've seen him do some great captures today as Alexis Maximus, and he is hunting Guesty down again. He knows he can have that position. He's had it before. Tiger is leading. And getting purples. So Tiger doing exactly what he needs to do to take this win. Catula in 2nd. Looks like he's pulled himself a little bit away from Skyjacker now. And Skyjacker 4 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Guesty a 2nd. Oh, look at the battle between Alexis Maximus and oh no, Racer Brown. We've lost Racer Brown. Where was he? He was ahead of Kale in 9th position, I guess. But Racer Brown, big DNF for a Racer Brown. It was looking interesting for him, but he's had to go. I think he's sometimes on call, so if he gets a phone call, he's got to go. So Tiger leading the way from Catula. Skyjacker, there's some movement. It's Alexis Maximus and Guesty. They're having a cracking one. Guesty sideways over the curb. Beautiful stuff right on the back of Alexis Maximus. Let's get on board with this juicy little battle we've got going on here between the Red Bull, and they're side by side coming up to the final corner again. Guesty's got the inside line. He's just got to brake a little later than the Red Bull. Tucker in onto the apex, and he's got the position up into 5th place ahead of Alexis Maximus in 6th. But how long can he keep hold of it? Because these two keep swapping positions, as does Homesick Alien and Sharen, who's only 3-4 tenths behind the Alien. And there's nothing in it between these two also. What a cracking race. Look, Sharen making another move as we cut to him, up alongside Homesick Alien. And Sharen taking 7th spot from Homesick Alien, but we know that is subject to change. 5.6 seconds behind them is Kale. with Cinnamod in 10th. He's got himself ahead of Jokus and Pat. Pat dropping down. And we are down to the last 4 minutes of this race, and Pat's tyres are starting to look quite used. Tiger's looking tidy. Catula, he's looked after them. They're very nice. And also Skyjacker looking after his as well. 4 seconds behind Skyjacker. Off the podium is Talleyrand in 4th place. He's 2.7 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus, but we have an epic battle between Alexis Maximus and Guesty, as we do with Shiren and Homesick Alien for 7th and 8th. Positively superb. So Alexis Maximus and Guesty, as they noob around, they're battling it out. Is this a move? Guesty around the outside into the final corners. Guesty being bold. He's managing to get it to stick so far into the tight final corner, and Guesty up into 5th. Ooh, Alexis nearly losing her again. Awesome racing from Guesty and Alexis Maximus there. We are loving your work out here. Beautiful stuff. We'll have a look around the field in a minute. We'll just see how this goes for these two. There's Shiren. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of the Alien. Is the Alien starting to lose his tyres? They are a bit more worn than Shiren's. Remember, Homesick Alien came in a lap earlier than Shiren. And this is starting to play a part for Shiren in these last couple of laps. So Tiger leading by 5.5 seconds. Catula, who did an extra lap, who's doing an extra lap on his mediums, than Skyjacker. Skyjacker staying out there, so maybe... Oh, that was beautiful from Skyjacker in that turn 3 then. Sliding the Mazda in. He's 4.2 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, who's 4 seconds ahead of Alexis and Maximus. His tyres are starting to look quite painful though, with Guesty's. Oh, Guesty's fuel is starting to flash. 1.5 minutes, probably fine. It's probably not a problem. Shiren 1.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who I think he's ailing with his tyres now. Kale, this could be an opportunity for Kale. He's 4.3 seconds behind the Alien with only 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. It might be too much to ask. 9 seconds adrift. In 10th place is Cinnamod, ahead of Jokus in 11th. And Pat only less than 2 seconds behind Jokus, but his tyres are absolutely torn. Here comes Tiger with 1 minute to go. He's gone through. This is going to be his last lap, as is with Catula and Skyjacker. Skyjacker less than 1 second behind. Talleyrand also on his final lap in 4th place. He's 4 seconds behind Skyjacker and 4.5 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus and Guesty. Side by side through turn 1. Absolutely cracking racing between these two. Shiren is now 1.6 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. And Kale going around trying to catch them guys up. Cinnamod, he's crossed the line, so he gets to do another lap with Jokus also. Well, they've all crossed the line because there's 20 seconds to go. So yes, still 20 seconds left of this race, but they're all going to be on their final laps. 5.5 seconds for Tiger, and all he has to do is get through this lap. And Catula under pressure from Skyjacker on the final lap. Skyjacker will be going for a final push to try and get that second place he missed out of on the sprint. It looks like he's going to get a podium. All going well. He's going for fastest lap. Look at him getting purples on the last lap. He is really going for it. Skyjacker, he's not holding back at all. He wants either the fastest lap or that position, or both. And we've got Tiger coming around the final corner here onto the start straight to take the win of the race 2 of round 3. Congratulations. Here comes Catula. He clings on to that second place, just ahead of Skyjacker. Does Skyjacker get the fastest lap? He didn't. Talleyrand goes home in 4th. So take a boo, my son. Skyjacker and Talleyrand gets 4th. Guesty brings it home in 5th, just ahead of Alexis Maximus. What a cracking battle. Shiren then coming home in 7th, ahead of Homesick. Is he slowing down? He's maybe felt as a redress. Kale gets 9th. Cinnamod coming home in 10th place. Homesick Alien got your fastest lap with a 37.927. There you go, Cinnamod in 10th with Jokers bringing her home in 11th. His fastest lap was his last lap with a 39.7, and he comes across the line to take 11th, just ahead of Pat in 12th, which he was probably watching football. Awesome race, Cthulhu, says Skyjacker. Oh, well, I've lost everything. I was going to go back and watch Talleyrand. Tiger, there you go. There is Tiger. Cracking stuff. Is that his first race this first win this season? It could possibly be. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. I'll give you a quick check. Because I know I've been sent some stuff. I've been sent some stats, so I should be able to easily check that. If I come out of that, go to that, click on that. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Give me two secs. So, Tiger. I'll take you to the race results anyway, as I do, before everyone leaves and goes. So there's the race results. Oh, I get to see Tiger. It's a uniform. I didn't see Homesick Alien. So, Tiger. Here we go. Best finish was second before this. So, yeah. Second place is his best finish, I think. So yeah, great stuff. Great win. I think that's how I read it. Best finish, Tiger. Second. Worst finish, 11th. Race 1 finish. Is that average finish, do you think? Oh no, that's round 1. Oh yeah, I can tell you what they did in each round. So Tiger in round 1 got 4th and 11th. In round 2, he got 2nd and 6th. And now, at round 3, he grabs himself a win in race 2. Yes, you're reading it right. Cheers. See? I told you that I would use it if I get a chance. So, yeah, there you go. Tiger getting his first win in this season, putting himself in with a chance of that championship. So, Tiger takes your win with Cthulhu in a fine defensive second spot. Fighting off Skyjacker with everything he's got, and Skyjacker on the tidier tyres grabs 3rd place in the end. Talleyrand in 4th, with Guesty having a cracking race there in 5th, with Alexis Maximus in 6th. Homesick Alien ahead of Shiren in the end in 7th, with Shiren finishing in 8th. Kale finishing 9th, with Cinemod in 10th. Jokus in 11th, and Pat finishing 12th. And, oh, Racer Brown. We lost Racer Brown, didn't we? We lost Racer Brown somewhere in the middle. That was a corker. So the next stream, if you're interested, will be Sunday evening, the HPEC. Oh, it's a special one. It's Father's Day. There's nothing special about it. I'll just say Happy Father's Day when we're on the stream, and we'll call it a Father's Day special. So catch us Sunday evening for the next live stream here at the VRC YouTube. And then next week, it's a quiet one, I think. Monday night, you'll see the replay of the Clio Cups. And then we won't have a race until the WRX Challenge on Thursday. Then we'll have the MaX5 Friday, and obviously the HPEC on Sunday. So it's a bit of a chilled week, the early part of this week. A lot of practice for any new championships that are coming up, or any certain time trials that might start soon that I don't know about. So that's everything. Go to our website, because, you know, Skyjack's put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's always nice to go and have a look. There's a lot of information on there that you may need to know about the VRC. So please go to www.virtualracersclub.co.uk and check that out. And then there'll be a pop-up on the website asking if you want to come and join our community, which is our Discord. And it's got the tables also. You can keep up with the tables on the website, as Skyjacker reminds me. So yes, you can look at the tables. There's a way of joining our Discord, but also on our YouTube account. I've noticed if you click on the About bit, it's got loads of links to our websites, Facebook, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Bebo, and all of them. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Only if you like it, though. If you don't like it, you hit the thumbs down and you unsubscribe. Hopefully you liked it. I was your broadcaster and your commentator. Is Riotard a bit too much? It is, isn't it? No, I won't use that one. I was your broadcaster and commentator, Holden a pair. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you Sunday, hopefully, for our Father's Day special. Woo! Okay, cheerio, bye. I'll see if I can talk my dad into joining me on the comms. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Me just moaning at him, saying, come on, say something. Say something. You can't just sit there and not say anything. Say something. Look, say that car's in that position. We'll try it out. Or I'll get one of my kids to do it. That's even worse. Alright, I'm off. I was your commentator, Holding a pair. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Be good to each other. Be nice. And get your dad a card. Don't forget to get your dad a card. They're important.